Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Masser along with Nora Melinda. Let's get to some stocks on the move this Monday. With us is Bloomberg News equities reporter Avalon Purnell. It's an interesting day today, like second week of a war, but stocks, some gaining, some declining. Not necessarily all connected to the war, but what do you got for us?
Exactly. I definitely have a couple that are connected to the war. We can start off with Uber and DoorDash. Uber, that's ticker Uber. And DoorDash is ticker dash DASH.
Big focus group on that one, right?
Exactly. Uber's sliding about 2.3% today. DoorDash is down about 3.4%. Both of those are down because oil topped $100 today. Right. And Bloomberg Intelligence actually has a great note out talking about how ride-hailing and also delivery companies are going to be pretty much impacted by this, since they're very much exposed to oil shocks, and how it's going to be difficult for them to offset those costs given customers are pretty price sensitive right now.
Yeah, it's hard to throw a fuel surcharge. It wouldn't be the, first of someone kind of doing that on some different item, but you do wonder then if consumers already kind of tired of all the fees. I know I am.
You take a look at your bill breakdown and it's just stack, especially here in New York City.
Yeah.
We also saw airlines, of course, they're really in focus when we think about those that are sensitive during this time period.
Exactly. All right, so those two are definitely under pressure. What kind of declines again are we seeing?
Yeah, we are seeing about 2.3% down for Uber and 3.4% for DoorDash.
All right, let's go to one that is surging in the trade. This is a wait what moment. We're going to talk about this too in just a moment, a little bit more on air.
Yes, Hims and Hers, that's ticker HIMS, up about 41% today for its biggest jump ever. That's because Novo Nordisk finally decided to bury the hatchet and agreed to sell its weight loss products again on the platform. And it's actually a fairly sudden shift in judgment, considering Novo literally had a lawsuit on them late last year, but they have now decided to drop that, and Hims has agreed to stop advertising, at least, the copycats of its drugs. So seems like they're frenemies.
So they get the real thing. They get the real...
Right, because they were also nervous about the fact that a lot of the things weren't necessarily FDA approved. And so they are making it very clear that they want to make sure that, doctors are aware of what patients are taking as well. This has just been such an interesting story and how it's developed.
It's just, that they were suing each other, and now that's like, okay, let's work together. So I think it's fascinating. But you're right, quite a jump back. Where shall we go next? Oh, this one was definitely in the news today.
Oh, yes. Live Nation Entertainment, that's ticker LYV, up about 4.9%. Earlier was up as much as 7%. That's after the company said it reached a settlement with the Department of Justice in its antitrust case. And more importantly, at least among analysts, they are not going to be required to sell off their ticket seller. So Ticketmaster will remain within Live Nation. So we'll see what happens next. But they did agree to pay $200 million in damages to the participating states. They also agreed to divest from a couple of amphitheaters across the country. But some are still cautioning that despite the win, there is still the issues from the Iran war as well that could be dampening consumer sentiments. Are you really going to want to spend your money on concerts when your gas prices are going up? Maybe not.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.